system. No, I'm not cynical. I am open to change. I will vote for the government because I can see the flyovers, I can see the roads, I can sit in the metro. It makes me a difference. But yes, when it comes to MCD, I'm more or less surviving for years on my own, whether it's the clearing of my garbage, whether it's paying excessively for the water system, and even sometimes having inspectors raid you for bizarre reasons like mosquitoes in the neighborhood, which are created by their garbage, and then want fines. So we're fed up of dealing with them, and they really don't do much. And the roads which are broken, we repair them for our own sakes. So in that sense, if they improve, yes, we'll support them.
Would that have prompted you to be angry enough to go out and say, damn it, I'm going to throw you out?
No, I'm not angry. I just didn't recognize a vote candidate.
You were indifferent.
I didn't think they would make any change to what it already exists in my situation. If they did, yes, I'd be more than happy to vote. And I apologize in case I'm sounding elitist.
Last comment. Well, first to Prahlad Kakar. What would you say to India's urban elite? Do you think this is going to change? Because it is interesting that overall, you know, it's actually encouraging that despite whatever Team Anna has said over the past year or so, and you've been a big Anna supporter, actually people have come out in large numbers to vote, whether it's been in the recent assembly elections, and it's been pretty encouraging even in Delhi overall.
Right. But the young people have to take that responsibility. And they have to vote. You know, whatever it might be, whether the candidates are good, whether you know them, whether you don't know them, if you do not put that mark on your finger, you are not counted. You're a huge vacuum, you are invisible. You can crib till the cows come home, but who's listening? You know, the fact is that if you don't get your own candidates, if you don't encourage them, if you don't participate in the process, you know, if you think that the democratic process is just voting, forget it. You have to get into the hurly-burly of it. You have to put up your own candidates, you have to canvass for them, you have to go to people and say, this is a good guy. He's going to get your work done.
Okay, last comment, Suhail.
Do you know who the mayor of Delhi is? Do you know who the municipal commissioner is? We don't. Because, and that's where Kiran makes, to my mind, a slightly illogical point, if I may say.
Why?
Sheila Dikshit was a visible face and stood for great governance. We didn't have one visible face which we could ascribe to each of the parties saying, this guy will run the BMC or the MCD and run it well. When you have the absence of leadership, which you can identify with and align yourself with, you will always have this problem. That's why the MCD and the BMC elections are incomparable to the kind of state and national elections we go for.
But isn't that an interesting point? Actually, I wanted to ask Kiran Walia that if you project, you know, it's like the mayor of New York or the mayor of London,
or Paris.
Aarti Mehra is not, you know, Mayor Bloomberg. So, you know, we don't project our sort of civic leaders in the same way, do we?
But I think that the leadership emerges itself. You don't have to, it's not the people who have to project their leader. So in any case, nothing justifies not voting. Nothing justifies.
The political system doesn't do that, and that's an interesting point actually that Suhail raised. It doesn't do that. Do you think that would help?
No, I'm sorry, there were mayors like Aruna Asaf Ali and the likes.
Yeah,
and
but
so
that was
if down the line there has been degeneration.
Aruna Asaf Ali today is only remembered for a road named after her, not for what she did. This generation doesn't even remember her. I mean, that's the tragedy.
I'm just saying that exactly, but if you check this degeneration, then it is you who have to
degeneration.
Take the That's all the democracy writers. Okay,
anyway,
this generation has to, in any case, I think that I have a lot of faith in the youth, and they will be the ones who will definitely make a difference, and they should make a difference. They have not done it, but they will make it, I'm sure. Gradually it will happen, because there has been a slight improvement.
They haven't done it,
yes,
but you're optimistic.
Because I do see that. No, but let me
I'm glad you're
that
optimistic.
the Bhagidari system.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I have no other way to survive in a democracy.
Well, I'm completely out of time. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right, last word, last 10 seconds.
No, the campaign speech next year.
Yeah, no, the campaign speech tomorrow, once the results are out, you can all pat yourselves on the back or not, depending on how they go. Thank you very much to the entire panel for joining us tonight. And that is it on the show this evening. We will be looking at what the results of these local elections here in Delhi actually mean, whether they actually send out a larger message as far as the national picture is concerned, the picture in Delhi is concerned. There are assembly elections here due in about a year and a half from now. Will all of this be impacted in any way by the civic poll results tomorrow? Do watch out for that. We'll see you tomorrow again. Goodbye.